52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense. Just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3-and-out and did just that. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. On 4th down, Matt Araiza is sent on to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he gets this one just shy of 40 to mark him down at the 39. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Left side, Cook. And he's got some space here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the area we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Malik Jackson forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he's going to have it on 1st down as the tackle is made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. Good pickup there, 22. This will be Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Rolling to his right. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. The Vikings had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Here we go now on 1st and goal. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Jalen Reagor, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. The linebacker, Jordan Hicks, flying in there for the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields got his man complete over the middle. That's Montgomery. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. On 3rd down they go, Montgomery. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now a first down throw, Fields. This pass on target, Velus Jones with it. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And able to work his way down to the 16. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Fields now to throw. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On 1st down, Fields. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Excellent recognition, and none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To the air again, Fields. Flushed out right. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Running for it, Montgomery. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Montgomery. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Here's a give to Herbert. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Khalil Herbert, his 1st rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
I think you're not telling yourself the truth. If you don't think there's a competition in the regions, they just had their touchdown answered by a drive with double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
In motion comes the tight end left. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. This is why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
the receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah.
No.
And you went that far back. No bueno.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And some room to work. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Fields on first down. And he'll just get rid of it.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that'll be incomplete. But he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, Fields. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. As they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And take it right on the 30. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Up the middle, it's Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Cousins on first down. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. So this game tied at the half. And if you wondered who would come up with the first big play of this third quarter, we have our answer. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Cousins to throw it. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Vikings have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On second down, Montgomery. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. That's going to bring in the third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields, left side, got Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then come straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Great 15-yard effort on the ground there on 3rd down to keep the drive going. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to throw. Fields. And this will be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively. Now
Montgomery running right. And they'll go back backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Montgomery. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Bears have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41.
Cousins' throw taken in by Hawkinson here.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They go play action. Cousins.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll get about 5 here, so take this down inside the 20-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick.
And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Fields going to get that out wide to Mooney. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the 35 on second down, Fields will get this underneath to Montgomery.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line.
First down there.
Here's Fields.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try to get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Fields going to get this to Montgomery. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
Back to throw. Fields.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Santos' kick is up and through, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
2nd and 10 for the Vikings. 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 2nd and 10 for A.J. Boye with a pick.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
Charles, in these lower-scoring games, you know it better than anybody. Points are at such a premium, but taking care of the football is king. They played turnover-free from whistle to whistle, and they come through with a victory.
Yeah, and that's what won them the game, because even doing it that